Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy Scumpy, and today we just got done watching the multiplayer reveal for Black Ops 2 for the very first time. We actually saw what was going to be in the game and not what everyone thought was going to be in the game. We actually have confirmed things that will be in the game as the game is still in alpha, meaning that it's pretty much done. They are just going to make a lot of little tweaks to it, and it looked really good. There's a lot of awesome features that I want to talk about that are going to really help the esports movement for Call of Duty, and they actually mentioned esports a lot inside of that little hour of stream time. So that's really good news for all the competitive players. Obviously for all the public match players as well. It still looks like a great game for public matches, and you're still going to have all your good playlists, all your regular TDM, I don't think kill confirms, and maybe kill confirms in the game. They didn't touch on that, but you're still going to have all your regular public match playlists, and then as well as something that I'm going to be talking about later in the video. But first of all, let's start off with Codcaster, and Codcaster is very good because it allows anybody to go into any game and then cast that game and then possibly live stream that game. It seemed like they were only going to be giving live streaming privileges out to some of the top players, like the Grandmaster players, which makes sense. I mean, it would be a lot of servers to have to look after if it was just given out to every single person. Like, can you imagine that many people trying to stream a game at one time? I don't think it's possible. So I think they're going to be giving the streaming option out to the very top players and Grandmaster, or maybe some highly recognized players such as big YouTube names, big personalities, and other things such as that. But the Codcaster feature is great. It allows you to watch the game in a spectator mode that is pleasing to the eye and that you can customize as the caster. You can do a picture-in-picture where you can make the screen go to one side and then you see all the players in the game on the other side. You can see their kill streaks. You can easily switch from player to player inside of that. You can go to a player that's like on a 6-kill streak because it says it right there. Literally, it's like their gamer tag, and then over on the column is the amount of kill streaks that they're on. And then you can see what their perks are, what kill streaks they actually have, and like what they're using as their kill streaks, what gun they're using, what attachments they're using, and then obviously you can see their lethal grenades and their tactical grenades if they have them, because that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. The greed perks for the perk slots actually takes away your lethal grenades and your tactical grenades. If you choose to put like 2 greed slots on, you get an extra perk in that slot, but then you lose your lethal grenade and then your concussion grenade, your concussion. Holy shit, I can't talk. You lose your tactical grenade and your lethal grenade. But that's what the greed thing does. That's really good. It keeps it balanced, so you got to give something up to get something better. So I do enjoy that. But yeah, the Codcaster component of the game is going to be so crucial to the success and growth, and it'll also be really good for people that are trying to come up in the community and maybe try and land a color commentating job. They can commentate over a lot of those games, and then they can tell people to look at it, send it in to some bigger names, and then if they obviously have potential, they could possibly get picked up as a caster for the game. And that would just be awesome to see some new faces come out as casters and just really excel and really help the game grow. Now, as for attachments and perks, there wasn't too much dropped on that. I saw Ghost, and actually with Ghost, you have to be moving so what Ghost does, first of all, is you can't be seen by enemy radar like UAVs. But what they said was you have to be moving for this to be able to work. You can't be staying still. And Vonderhaar said this is to encourage the fast-paced gameplay that everybody loves and expects whenever they come into Call of Duty. So they're going to be trying to limit the amount of camping that people are going to be doing. So that's always a plus. That's definitely something that was probably hard to code and really hard to put into the game, but it's definitely going to be something that makes players a lot less aggravated when playing the game. It's going to be a lot more, you're not going to be so angry whenever you die by a person that's using Ghost and sitting in a corner, because you'll actually be able to see them with the UAV now that they have to be moving to use it. But some perks that I also saw that are coming back, lightweight and quick draw. I saw that, and then dead silence, obviously, and then hacker I saw. So there's a lot of different perks that they're bringing to the table, and some that we have been so familiar with, and ones that we know already that they're bringing back to the game, which is really good. They always do. So it'll keep the familiarity with the game good with all the players, so that they know what they're doing when they first pick up the game. They can pick up some of the perks that they used in this game, maybe. And yeah, and also attachments. They wanted to make attachments. They wanted to make it affect the gun and not the player. They wanted to make perks affect the player, and then attachments to affect the way that the gun behaves while you're shooting it or while you're using it. And there was one. It was called the laser sight, and it's like steady aim, the perk, but it's attached to your gun now, so you don't have to use steady aim, the perk. It affects the way you play with the gun, and then the perks that you use can affect the player. So it's really good that they're using that. It really gives a lot more customization, and definitely it's going to be an improve from Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops, the original. But lastly, I want to go into the League Play that they had announced. They announced that League Play is for sure going to be in the game. It's going to be its own playlist, obviously, but they didn't say, like, is that going to be the main playlist for people or what? I think it's going to be a competitive playlist with obviously leagues that place you in a league that is similar to your skill level, and you could be promoted and demoted, obviously, as the true skill system will be implemented. I made a video about that already. You can check it out. I'll leave it in the description below, but they said that it's going to be for people who want to play the game at a competitive level while playing with other people that are close to your skill level, and the objective is to try and improve before all of them can improve. So you want to improve the fastest is pretty much what they were saying. But that's pretty much all that I wanted to cover from the live stream. Obviously, you saw some of the pro teams playing. That was a good sight, and the Europeans were very surprising. They did really well. So that's all that I really have to talk about for the release trailer. So I hope you enjoyed this video as always, guys, and take it easy. Follow me on Twitter. It'll be in the description below. Peace.